What's up, Bulls Nation? It's the Bloody Horns podcast brought to you by your host, Justin. Make sure you're following on Twitter at HornsBloody. Hit subscribe on this video if you're not already subscribed. And let's talk a little quick Zach Lavine, right? So the Lakers, they just keep losing games. I believe they are 1-5 in their last 6 since the play-in tournament. And the more the Lakers lose, the better that is for the Bulls. The more games the Lakers lose like this, the more desperate they're going to get for a Zach Lavine trade. And it does feel like it's almost inevitable that Zach Lavine is going to go to the Lakers. So the Bulls, they need to hold out. I see a lot of people that keep hoping to wake up to a Zach Lavine trade. I'm telling you right now, if we wake up tomorrow to a Zach Lavine trade, it's going to be a salary dump. If the Lakers keep losing games, that gives the Bulls a little bit more leverage in these Zach Lavine talks. Right now, the trade might look something like D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, and a protected first, which not a great return for a guy who's supposed to be our franchise guy in Zach Lavine. If the Lakers keep losing games and it becomes very clear they need to make a change, maybe we can squeeze Austin Reeves out of the Lakers. And Austin Reeves is not an all-star caliber player by any means, but he's very Alex Caruso-like, where he's a high IQ player. You want players like him on your team. He's very mature. He makes the right decisions. He plays with a high basketball IQ. So that's the type of dude I want to target in any trade with the Los Angeles Lakers. If we could get Austin Reeves, we get D'Angelo Russell, we get Rui Hachimura, and a protected first-round pick, I'm calling that trade a win, to be honest. If we can get them to throw in their rookie, that's cool too, but I'm really looking to get just one, maybe 2 pieces we can actually use. And I think all 3 of those pieces would be able to be used by the Chicago Bulls. Obviously, Austin Reeves would plug into that backcourt. He could take some minutes. D'Angelo Russell gets a really bad rep, right? And if D'Angelo Russell is your on-ball point guard creator, yeah, your team's going to suck. I don't want that for him at all. I really don't want him playing heavy minutes for the Chicago Bulls. I think his future in the NBA is going to be a 15 to 20 minute a night guy who comes in off the bench, spots up, hits the threes, just kind of that catch and shoot guy, because he is a very good catch and shoot 3-point shooter. We saw that in Minnesota when they would give Anthony Edwards the ball. They would just let D'Angelo Russell play that kind of off-ball spot-up shooter role. So the Bulls really could use that. I mean, you can never have enough 3-point shooting in today's NBA. And then Rui Hachimura, he would give us kind of what we've coveted for a long time, which is a true 4. Rui is a lot bigger than he looks. I think he's bigger than what he's listed at. I feel like he's listed at 6'7", but when you see him on the court with the Lakers, he's taller than LeBron. He's clearly taller, very broad-shouldered, big true power forward, and he can, of course, stretch the floor. We saw some really good things out of him in the playoffs last year. So if we got Rui, if we got D'Lo, we got a high IQ player in Austin Reeves and that protected first-round pick, and maybe the more desperate the Lakers get, we can kind of get them to restrict some protections off that pick. Maybe get it down to like a top 3 protected. Very, very little chance they would leave it unprotected. I don't think they're that dumb, but the Bulls should be in no rush to trade Zach Lavine. The team is playing great right now. We already know he's out until January 15th. There's no rush to trade Zach Lavine. Hold on to him for a little bit. Let teams like the Lakers lose more games. The Magic are kind of stumbling. The Pacers are kind of stumbling. Let these teams that started out hot kind of cool down a little bit, get a little more desperate, and that'll drive up the price for Zach Lavine. So we got the Cavs tomorrow. I'll be back on this page with a preview of that game, the 5 keys to victory. I'll have a new podcast dropping tomorrow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're going to talk about DeMar DeRozan and the isolation thing and just how wrong some of you guys are when it comes to DeMar DeRozan's isolations. Take it easy, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Hit that subscribe button.